Hi everybody, this is Miss Sarah with the Fayetteville Public Library, and I'm going to show you how to make a pop-up peacock card. Here it is right here. Here's our peacock, and when you close the card and then open it, pop! It's really a lot of fun. This one could be a challenge for the fine motor skills of a preschooler because you do have to do this accordion fold. But I think with the help of a patient caregiver, they could totally do it. All right, I'm going to show you how to do this. Let's get started. Here are the supplies you need for the peacock card. The first step to make your card is to make the accordion fold with your teal or blue or green paper. So you are just going to fold the paper back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And each time you fold it, you want to press pretty hard because you really want the paper to be smooth and to have a hard fold on the edge. Once you get about halfway through, take your scissors using the handle part and push it across all of your folds. This just helps flatten the paper and make your folds a little bit stronger. After you do that, keep folding back and forth, back and forth. You're almost there. After you make your last fold, you're going to use the handle of your scissors again to flatten your folds just a little bit more. I would go ahead and do both sides. Now, there you go. You made an accordion. The next step in the process is to fold it in half. And after you fold it, you're going to want to take your scissors again and kind of flatten that part where all the paper comes together. Yeah, right there. Just using your scissors to flatten that out a little bit more. Now you're going to take your glue and you're going to glue the insides together. Join them together and press. And then I used a clothespin to sort of hold that together and let it dry. Now the next thing you're going to do is get your card ready. Fold your paper in half, and you can go ahead and do the scissor trick on your paper. So it is better if you are able to use cardstock. Cardstock is a thicker piece of paper. I did not have cardstock, so what I am doing here is I'm gluing two regular white pieces of paper together. If you use cardstock, this step is completely unnecessary. The reason cardstock is good is the peacock can be kind of heavy, so a heavier weight paper is better. Okay, my card's ready. It's glued together, two regular pieces of paper, ready to go. Let's check on our peacock. Oh yeah, so the middle's glued together, and what you're going to do is glue this to both sides of the card so that when you open and close the card, your peacock will open and close. Just going to take both sides of the feathers and put glue on them. And then I glued my peacock sort of towards the top of my card. You could glue it anywhere in the card that you want. And you want to press and hold for just a minute, making sure that you think that glue has stuck. And there you go. There's your peacock feathers. So now we need to add a body and legs. For the body, I free drew a peacock body and head. I didn't do that great of a job, but you know, it doesn't matter. The main thing I would say is make sure you leave enough of an edge on the left side of his body so that you can glue it inside the folds of your feathers. If you don't leave enough room, it will be hard to glue. Right there is where I'm talking about. You just want to make sure you have an edge so that you can glue it. So now you're going to put glue on both sides of your peacock, and then you're going to slip it in the middle of the accordion folded paper. After you put him inside, just press down to make sure the glue has a second to adhere, and then you can open your card and test it out. All right, that looks pretty good. So the next thing we need to do is cut out a beak and legs. I folded my paper in half and I'm cutting out a little triangle. And that way I can just glue them in one piece to the peacock. It kind of looks like a bow tie. I'm going to put the glue on the inside of that and then just wrap it around the peacock's face. Now I'm going to cut out peacock legs. So I'm going to fold my paper again so that I cut out 2 legs at the same time. And I'm just going to free cut this. I think I can do it. Sort of imagine a little triangle at the end of a long leg, and that's what the legs look like. You can sort of figure out where you want to put them on the peacock and then glue them down. After you're finished, just give everything a nice final press. And there you go, you made a peacock card. It's really cute. There's a few last details you could add, such as drawing an eye on both sides of the peacock's head. Actually, we probably should have done this before gluing the peacock in the card because it's kind of tricky to do this once he's in the card, but that's okay. You can make it work. So if you want to decorate the front of the card, you could do that. This is maybe one more thing that we probably should have done before gluing the peacock inside the card. But again, that's all right. We can make it work. I'm just going to write hello and maybe mail this to a friend. But you could write anything you want. It would have made a good Valentine's card, or maybe just a fun card for a grandparent. You could cut out some hearts and glue those around the peacock if you want to. I think it's a fun card to send to anybody, and they would love to get it in the mail. Great job, everybody. I hope you had fun making this card.